If you have already watched Meghan Markle's new series called With Love Meghan, you will probably already have noticed something really weird happening in every episode. A desperate attempt from Meghan to make the world view her as someone she is not, someone she never will be, to view her as nice. But what exactly has she done to achieve this? Let's get to the crunch. But first, now is the time, like never before, to slap that subscribe button, just like you would slap Meghan's pushy hand away if she ever tried to push you around the kitchen, like she does to all of her so-called friends in this cooking series. Although she has allegedly copied Pamela Anderson with her new show, she has added something extra, something that will hopefully grasp the viewer's attention and make any unsuspecting person think that Meghan is a good, thoughtful, kind person. What has she done exactly? Well, in every episode, without fail, Meghan has added a scene in which she has kindly shared her food with the crew filming her, or she'll make them a coffee, or she'll ask them to taste the new sauce she's just made. She also added loud exclamations during these segments about how much she knows the crew on a personal level, as if she wants us to know that she's showing a deep interest in the people working for her. Now, she did this in a last-ditch effort to clear her name from the global bully list, but unfortunately, the way she has come across oozes with desperation, but also is easily debunked as fakeity, fake, big old fake. If you're going to do something like this, do it right, because Meghan's half-ditched attempt is shambolic. In one episode, she is asking the crew to dig into something she has just made or taste one of her delicious berries. And in the next episode, she's making them coffee, or so you would think, but instead she's not making all of them coffee, she's just making one of them a coffee. Which is so bizarre. Imagine there's a room full of people and you are supposed to like all of them, but it's obviously just pretending in this case scenario, taking an interest in all of them, and then suddenly you just make one of them a coffee. Would anyone like a coffee? Would just you, Michael, I think his name is, like a coffee? Because I'm not giving anyone else a coffee. I can only make 2 coffees at one time. That's how I roll. She's supposed to be the queen of hostessing. It obviously makes the whole thing seem very, very fake. And lo and behold, at this moment, we do not see the camera panning around to see the unlucky crew members' expressions at the moment when they receive no coffee, when they are made to watch the coffee sharing, the sharing of the coffee. Anyway, so the question is, will people buy her act? Will the average Joe lap up this fake nicery like Garfield with cream, or will people see through the inconsistency? You see, Netflix has done its very best to hide Meghan's real personality in the heavily overproduced series. Side note, the editors on this really do deserve an Oscar for wading through hours and hours of tosh to find moments in which she looks somewhat friendly, and then smash out more montages with motivational music than a Rocky film. And even though Netflix has tried their best, there are still moments in which we can clearly see classic Meghan Markle as the bossy lady she is. And there is across the series one person I feel particularly sorry for. It is Mrs. Figueres. But we'll get into that in the next episode, so hit the notification bell to make sure you don't miss that. Now, let's see what people have to say about this new documentary series cooking show, because it is you, the people, who have the most important voice in all of this. Someone said, Meghan never asks or shows interest in her guests. She directs every conversation compliment back to herself. Her ego is off the charts. It is so interesting to watch this much footage of Meghan being herself in, entre guillemets, in quotation marks, because there are so many occasions in which she accidentally slips up, especially because they are drinking probably in every single episode. So it's harder for her to be pretend Meghan, thus making the editor's job significantly harder to find actual good footage. But she is cutting people off. She's extremely bossy, and her comments are never genuinely nice. They're always there are always undertones of jealousy or bossiness or something darker. Someone actually commented, why is she disliked so much? What has she done to the world? And then someone very clearly states exactly what she's done right underneath this comment. They say, she trashed her in-laws, abandoned her father, and spews lies for a start. She craves adulation and enjoys mistreating anyone within reach. Does that begin to answer your question? She certainly deserves the dislike she has received from the world. So hit like if you too saw through her fakery in this new show, and we'll see you down in the comments.